Hello, welcome. It's HardLore time. We're both
What's wrong,
today.
man?
We're both sick today. Are you still sick?
No, I feel great.
You're back.
I'm not. No, I still have something in my throat. But the fact that you're sick just
perfect karmic retribution, right?
It lifts me. You lift me up.
Which god did you pray to for my downfall?
Oh, this was Zoroastrianism. I went deep.
You got a what is it called? Not a whoopee cushion. What's the voodoo doll? You got a voodoo doll?
No, but yours would be a whoopee cushion.
A whoopee doll of your boy. Every time any of you at home listening, if you stab a whoopee cushion, I feel it.
That's why you have IBS or whatever you got. Today's a big day for HardLore.
Yeah, we announced the merch online.
Online.
I guess we'll start with that, huh?
Yeah. So what's cool about it is this episode, like it'll be somebody's cooking their turkey right now.
No, we're gonna put this up a day early as a treat
on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Why?
Because Thanksgiving Day, everybody's with their families. They're doing stuff. They get to have this a day early as a treat.
Well, either way, they might be overnight brining their turkey.
That is for sure.
Preparing things. So
good call.
Love of Thanksgiving. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
I'm going to Texas.
Oh, right on.
I'm flying to Texas in 48 hours. This sick,
dude.
I'm a murderer.
So, do you think you got sick from the show, the pay-per-view, or the flight?
Let me tell you.
Or all?
I don't think it was the show.
I don't think so either.
The day after, I went to the Fleshwater Koyo show, and I did some work for Days Media Group that you'll see very soon. And then I did karaoke after. I think it was the karaoke. I did a Billy Joel song on Long Island though, so that's like, just destiny. And then I woke up Saturday morning. You know that feeling where you're like, oh, it's about to be brutal.
Where your eyelids are kind of hot on your eyeballs.
And you just feel your body.
Just feel it. Oh my
up.
God. That was the third day of TwitchCon. I slept until 7 p.m. Pacific.
See, you're lucky though you're in the like I'm sick so I'm gonna sleep thing.
Yeah.
And my whole sick side effect generally is that I can't sleep.
Oh really?
So I've slept about 3 hours.
That's good.
Here.
That's definitely what the doctor ordered.
It's keeping me nice and sick.
How was the God's Hate show? God's Hate King 9.
It was awesome. Exceeded expectations, I would say.
Can't ask for anything better.
Nearly sold out. Perfect little lineup.
I guess you could ask for a little better.
yeah. Well, I mean, with all the factors considered, like the Youth of Today was next door.
So crazy. Yeah.
And their show was crazy. So like, it's a great night in New York City, baby.
So I almost went, and I wonder
if it would have sold out if you were there.
Well, obviously it would have sold out if I was. I mean, come on.
What were you about to say, you son of a bitch?
I wonder if I would have been over at the Youth of Today show. Never seen him in a small venue.
It was like 800 cap.
Small enough, you know what I mean?
You would have watched if we played at the same times. You would, if we counter programmed, you would have.
No, because of all things considered, no, I wouldn't have. Mm-hmm. But I would have thought about it.
Okay,
I would have really thought about it. Let's
talk about the HardLore Happy Meal.
Yeah, exactly. So for those of you who haven't seen,
yeah, are you pulling it up behind
I'm going to pull it up, which
You're
you know
genius.
what that means.
You're a professional.
Hold on. He's not ready.
If you're listening,
yeah,
Bo his finger is up his own ass right now. He's spinning around, and that's why it always excites me. But there he is. He's little, and now we see the HardLore Happy Meal created by myself and Mrs. Brittany Miller. Merch God. That's a custom made HardLore Happy Meal box. Many people, I was concerned people would look at that and think the box probably isn't part of it. No, the box is part of it.
It's part of it.
And then the shirt, it's HardLore Time watch, BPA free water bottle, sticker pack, koozie, pin pack, The stickers and the pins and the koozie are just for the box. You can't get them outside the box.
Separately,
But the rest of
right.
the stuff you can buy.
You can get it a la carte, but it's going to be more expensive.
That's right. There's a hat too. The box deal, we are like losing money basically, you know. So I obviously buy it separate, but I want everybody to have the box, you know, because it's
The box is sick and most likely to never happen again.
yeah.
So
True.
if you like it,
Get it before we inevitably get cease and desisted. I would say.
yeah, right, exactly.
This episode is part 2 of the 30th episode Q&A extravaganza. So this is week 31. The performance of that last one, let me tell you,
Did really well.
should do this every week.
Yeah, straight up. But it's good because we didn't get to finish last time. We could talk about this without like a guest just being like, okay, what do you guys?
Okay, cool.
Cool,
What
thanks.
about me?
And Colin's a little sick baby, and a bastard man, so we can
Both
kind of
back.
tell him what the keep honking bumper sticker says.
It says, keep honking. I'm listening to HardLore and trying to pick up the fry I dropped between my seats. It was way longer, but it wouldn't fit. But it was way funny.
It was like center console.
It was like I'm trying to reach the fry I dropped between my center console and my passenger seat, and I'm having some trouble. Yada yada. I'm gonna ask you something, Bo. Before we
Hit me
get
with
started.
it. Hit me with it.
I want you, since karma came for me, right?
Yeah.
I want you to
God.
come for me.
Thank God. Yeah.
I want you to say something mean about me.
But that's not in my nature.
I want you to, but it's what I want. Sometimes I'm sure you feel something and you go, I shouldn't say that. Well, sometimes I think that and I say, Bo, do you mind if I say this?
It's just not in my nature. It's
What do
like
you got
it's
for
like
me?
it's like asking you to do just like something nice for someone. It's just
Wow.
like no, that's not.
Okay.
It's not what you do.
Sure.
You know,
There you
you're
go.
a bastard man.
There you go. You did it in a reverse way, I feel
See?
like. When you know I do nice for things for people all day. So you know
Yeah.
that that's not.
You're letting me go to AFI, and that's very nice.
Yeah. And I just let you in on my future.
It's our.
The brand is ours, but
You guys need it. Well, I'm not going to say anything. But
don't
you guys
even
need to know.
go anymore.
Colin thought of an idea that is you'll know in like a year. Maybe.
About a year from now,
Yeah. Mark it on your calendars. Pretty unbelievable.
about a year from now, I'll be using a fucking red Epic to shoot this podcast, basically,
Straight up. I'll be recording from my Tesla.
with my winnings. Yeah, exactly.
All right. You got Instagram pulled up?
Yeah, I got
Is
it
there anything else we should catch up about? How was the pay-per-view?
Amazing.
Yeah, it seemed like a really good one.
It was the card was great.
Yep.
Vibes were off the charts. It started with the Danhausen Twitching Tugs thing, so that was like really special, like right off the bat.
Absolutely.
I went there for Knotfest, so shout out to Knotfest who made that happen and makes this podcast happen every week, man. Just because they like hardcore and want it to work. Isn't that nice?
It's so nice.
All right, first one. This is funny as the first one, but favorite Disney Channel original movie?
I didn't have Disney Channel growing up.
You never saw Brink?
Never. So this was always like a thing with me and Casey, my ex-girlfriend. She was Disney Channel kid, and I was like only Nickelodeon. Never had Disney
So I was too. I didn't fuck with Disney Channel until way later. And somebody would have to be like, hey, have you seen this?
Yeah. I
Didn't see many of them, but I saw, I think Brink and Smart House, which somebody said they liked. Brink is the one that I think was like actually kind of good. And it probably sucks shit now, but
Which one is Brink?
it's like an extreme rollerblading movie.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Just never had it. Wasn't around.
It's all right. Colin, did you ever ask your wife about the skinwalkers? Yeah, she thought I was fucking crazy. P.S. What's your Wiener Schnitzel order?
Dude, do you know, tried going to the Wiener Schnitzel the first time we were ever in LA because of fucking The Descendants, just like, we don't know what it is. The line was so long, just didn't go, never.
Which is crazy because that's not.
Yeah, I know.
I'll tell you who's a Wiener Schnitzel mark. Brody King.
Really?
It's like his number 2 all time.
Wow.
It's like In-N-Out Wiener Schnitzel.
What do they got? Like, what's like the thing there?
Wiener Schnitzels. I don't know how else to describe
What even is what is
Wieners,
that?
It's just a hot
Like
dog.
a
It's just a
fried hot
place.
dog? Oh, okay.
I don't even think they have the schnitzel aspect.
Yeah, right.
This is a good one. I often see on social media bands visiting places like Stonehenge in the Australia Zoo. What are some famous landmarks that are a must-see on a HXC World Tour?
Oh, that's a great
Great
question.
question.
Yeah, let's see. Banff in Canada is really outstanding.
What the fuck is that?
It's like a national park. They have hot springs. It's like if you were to make a movie about like a ski town and there's like a murder mystery, you would film it there and it would be perfect.
Whatever advice you probably have for this is probably advice for me as well, because I was in the lay down and chill band.
Yeah. We always go out. Walking around London is great. Never been to Stonehenge. Walking around Paris is like actually.
We had a truly monumental day in Paris together.
That was probably the first. Like, Paris checks off a lot of boxes that I don't like, but the few that I do like are like I don't think you can find anywhere else. Like you look down any direction, it looks like a movie. Everything is super like nice and romantic, even though it's like graffitied and dirty. It's like still.
It's kind of like New York, you know. It's kinda grimy, but it's beautiful.
But specifically landmarks.
Let me tell you where you got to go in Paris. This is going to sound insane. The Abercrombie and Fitch store.
Dude, I have tried to, because we went there together. I have tried to explain that to people.
They don't get it.
Guys, okay, this is insane.
You can't take pics. It's very special.
You uncorked a memory.
Yeah.
So it's a mansion.
Mm-hmm.
You're like walking on the main rue for shopping and shit, and it's the one that ends at the Arc de Triomphe or whatever. But you go in and it's like a hedge-lined walkway on gravel, and then you walk into this mansion.
Well, right out front is the sexiest man you've ever seen.
Ever.
With no shirt on.
Yeah.
Being like, Chanel, you know, but in France.
I don't think it's there
French.
anymore, by the way, because I've
The
been
whole
to
store?
Paris. Yeah, I've been to Paris since, and I've tried looking for it to like show how insane it is, and I haven't been able to find it. But you walk in and it's like an open floor plan. Like, you know how like an Embassy Suites hotel is where it's like all open on the inside?
Yeah.
And the rooms like line.
It looks like the Hogwarts moving stairs.
Exactly.
But
And
it's
there's
a
people
store.
without shirts on dancing to techno.
Just like, and if you try to take pictures, they'll like
They're like,
watch
"No."
you delete it.
Yeah.
You can't-
And yep.
Can't document it at
I
all.
had a video of me filming someone and a guy being like, no camera. Like, but it's on an old phone or whatever. But that was crazy. Australia, the harbor's super nice. The jump spot in the harbor is fucking amazing. We always go there. Yes, the koala pine reservation place in Brisbane,
I mean
outside
that's
Brisbane.
a staple. He brought that up. He said the Australia Zoo, but there's two places. There's the kangaroo sanctuary and the koala sanctuary.
The koala one's the one where you can get in for being in a band. So we've been there 3 out of 3 times.
Right.
Japan, everywhere you go, is a landmark. Every corner is something sick.
Every vending machine, you're like, yo.
Do you have a favorite though?
this.
Like a place where you're like, this is just like awesome. Like, is anything?
Japan?
No, in general, anywhere.
I mean, I really like New York City. It makes me feel good, you know? I get to have my little main character moment every day where I'm getting on the L onto the O into the P, you know?
Yeah.
To the Q, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
And I love, I mean, anywhere in Japan, like the Osaka Temple. Anywhere I can buy stuff, I'm like having the best time.
Dude,
You know this about me.
have you ever been to Epcot Center?
Never. I've never been to World.
Okay. So they have there's like it's either 12 or 14 different countries that surround this lake.
Right.
And when you go there, they have shit you can literally only get in Japan, in Germany, in England, whatever. And then they have people who are working there who are like German and who are Japanese and who are from Mexico. Like, and
they got a red light district at Epcot.
Yeah, the Amsterdam.
Can you imagine?
But the last time I went there, the Japan area was like incredible. Had all the shit from Japan.
Wow. Disc Union? They got a Disc Union there?
Yeah, I don't know.
That'd be sick.
It didn't stay long enough.
Yeah, you can go to Epcot, find a medium sheer terror shirt. Sick. All right, what's next here?
I also really like, I'm sorry to interrupt again, but I also really like, I don't like Berlin, but I like
Berlin.
I like parts of it. Like I like going to the Brandenburg Gate and like just looking at all the embassies and thinking of like what this was like in the 60s, you know, like stuff like that.
In Berlin one time, I got bamboozled so fucking bad by this like street gambling guy.
Really?
He fucked me.
What'd he do?
I had like 100 euros and I was like, this is so easy. And what he does he rigs it because he's doing the like which hand is the dice in type thing.
Yeah, of course.
Know?
Yeah.
And there's 3 people with me who are like getting it right and he's giving them money. But they're with him. So I'm watching it and I'm like, this is so easy.
These guys keep winning. How can I lose?
Yeah. So I do it and I win. And I'm like, I'm staying.
Yeah,
and then I lose 100 euros. And then when you're walking away, they're like, no, come on. You know?
Yeah.
They fuck me.
Classic.
Crushed me, man.
Wow.
If you had to shit without your phone, what would you do instead? It's a great question.
Read the shampoo bottle.
I've been known. The he ate without YouTube meme, the guy being like carted off to the hospital. It was like, what happened to him? That's me for real.
Oh, a major development for me in my bathroom. I have a heated bidet now.
Wow. Isn't that huge?
It's great.
How long do you sit there with that stream just firing up the hole?
Longer than I thought I would.
Oh, it's the best.
I'll tell you what, though. It takes a long time for the hot water to get going.
That's on your plumbing, though. That's not.
Yeah, for sure. But then I let it go too long, and I got a little.
You burned your arsehole?
Got a little bit, I think.
I'll tell you what it's done for me. It's kind of cursed me. Because now when I'm away from home for one day, my ass is bleeding. First time I wipe with single ply, I'm done for.
Just too sensitive.
Any less than 2, and I'm actually like, it's like
you're a little snowflake.
It's half blood.
Little chocolate snowflake.
I'm a little princess. I'm a little poopy princess, man. Give me a break. Best worst place you've done a number 3 on the road. Also, if Bo doesn't do white sauce, does that include lotion?
Well, I don't eat lotion typically.
Ew. Number 3, is that throwing up?
Yeah, I guess is that all 3? I don't know what that is.
Number 3, I think, is throwing up.
You think that's throwing up?
1 is pee-pee.
Have you ever puked on stage?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Master Killer in Europe. It was like day 1 or 2 of tour. I was like, yeah, let's throw Master Killer on. They want one more. And it was like, in time, my full on like Taylor Young style.
Did you project?
Oh, big time.
Wow.
The worst, I mean, I told it on HardLore before, but the worst vomit I've ever done is on the Harry Potter ride. Gnarly. Shut the fucking whole thing down.
I've never puked on stage. I've never had an incident.
Why would you, though? You know?
Knock on wood. Well, just eating, and I jump around a lot. And I do some backups, you know, and that is the kind of guttural.
You do for sure.
You know, but I've been fine.
Sure. Closest moment to Breaking Edge. Wow. You got that?
I mean, do you even think about it?
Watching Mad Men?
Yeah.
Maybe?
yeah, watching The Sopranos and just wanting wine.
My closest moment to Breaking Edge is seeing a man smoke a cigarette. In general. But then you smell. So I definitely was bamboozled by cigs again, being like, damn, these guys look so fucking cool. Mm-hmm. And then you smell them for 1 second, and you're like, oh, you're a piece of shit.
My mom used to chain smoke in the house.
Same.
Just constant. So like that smell equals like weird home nostalgia, and then my mom. So
The
like
worst,
if
but like the bad kind. Where you're
the
like,
bad kind,
I
yeah,
should
because
leave.
it's exactly. So if I meet someone and they smell like that, it's like, oh, it's just like a
Yeah, it's
strange.
deal
Happy
breaker.
to say she's quit and she's been good.
Yeah, my dad just smokes hella weed now.
I think if I were to break edge, it would certainly be down the THC route.
Not me. I think that smells worse than
It
cigs.
seems no, but not smoking necessarily. Like a tincture or a edible or something like that seems to be like
What is that word? Oh, suppository?
yeah, suppository for sure.
They got that?
Just
Suppository THC? That'd be
I'm
huge.
sure they do.
Huge market. Mine would probably be crack or heroin, I think.
Smoke this fucking crack with me, bro.
Yeah. Closest moment to breaking edge for real, though, was after my appendectomy.
Really?
And I had the Norco prescribed to me.
Oh. That's
first
not
of all,
breaking edge.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh.
But I was like, I
There
felt
are
so good.
CBD suppositories.
I felt how much? $40
yeah, $40.
to add to cart. But they were so good. I felt so good that I was like, okay, I get it now. You know, I understand. When my prescription ran out, I was like bummed. You know.
I see.
But then it was
I have a weird thing with different kinds of opiates and stuff like that where I don't react the same. When I had my appendectomy, I woke up from the anesthesia and I was nauseous for days. I've tried kratom and for like pain relief and like inflammation, and that made me puke. I got really like nauseous and dizzy. One time in Brooklyn on tour, I threw my back out while we were playing. Chris had recently had his wisdom teeth removed and had Vicodin with him just as like
You've
prescribed.
told me this. You told this here before. Yeah.
And I took half of it, kept me up all night.
That's
So I just
weird.
like I don't respond. My
I
mom's
don't
the
think
same.
your body likes them.
My mom's the same way.
See, for me, I haven't slept good since.
I see.
I took Norco and slept 14 hours,
And did
and
you
like
wake
now
up
my
just
body's been chasing that ever since.
Like,
So my body wants to be fat as fuck and
sleepy.
just so addicted to stuff. Colin, you mentioned that when you go number 2, you get your feet all the way up into the bowl. Yes, I do. So I'll sit there and straight up.
I hate to say that I refuse to accept this to be reality.
It's real. Lana bought a squatty potty, but this is my move.
But you're
I'll only really do
bigger,
it at home.
You're bigger than me.
Yeah,
How do you fit?
I'm 10 times more flexible than you too.
Colin, it doesn't take a fucking gymnast to put your legs up, brother. I'm just saying,
does.
how do you
It does.
how do you physically fit on that seat?
I make it work. Like Tim Gunn says. Make it work.
That is you don't find that to be strange?
I do, but I find it to be effective. Most of all, you know?
Because like I've seen the diagram where it's like, here's what happens when you squat versus not, and it's like the sphincter like getting like pinched by something.
Yeah.
So I
Speaking
get
of
that.
sphincter getting pinched by something, I'm going to try something live on the show real quick. I have a weird like Jesus. This is like caffeinated greens as a beverage.
You're gonna shit your brains out.
Let's see what happens. I'm scared.
How is it?
It's disgusting.
One day on, one to go.
When I was doing
fucking
keto, I used to
disgusting.
take these powdered greens, and they would make me very regular. For sure.
Great. Mount Rushmore of hardcore records.
That's a good question.
That's a great question.
We probably have really close, but very different. You know what I mean? Like they're not going to be the same, but
I might think
probably-
they would be identical.
No, I think only Master Killer is probably
Okay.
each of ours. So for me, it would be Master Killer, the Turning Point LP.
It's not
I guess I would put Age of Quarrel on there, even though I
Quarrel's
would.
on mine for sure.
I'd rather
We're
another
talking
one.
like
Yeah, but we're just talking.
best of
It
the
just
best, not
yeah.
favorite, you know. I guess a little bit of favorite, a little bit of best is.
Yeah, and then probably We're Not in This Alone.
I'd probably put Master Killer, Satisfaction, Age of Quarrel, Bright Side.
Ooh.
Easy.
Killing Time and like the Raw Deal demo.
I might do Victim in Pain over Age of Quarrel. But I think right now, if I was like, do you want to listen to either or, I'd probably listen to Age of Quarrel. It's been a while, you know?
Isn't it funny that we just listed only basically New York bands and Connecticut?
Yeah, it's just the way
Squeak.
it goes, you know?
Oh shit! You know what? I never fed them.
Y'all ain't eating for a while. Sorry. What is your favorite song from your most disliked band / genre?
Another good question.
Easy answer for me.
I have one as well. Yeah,
The
go ahead.
Deftones Diamond Eyes song, I think, is good.
It's a great song.
Diamond and it's because it's the verse is just like bah, bah, bah. Hard.
We did a tour, and Every Time I Die's tour manager / sound guy Ben would EQ rooms to that, and when you can hear that song like loud and EQ'd for a room, it's genuinely very impressive how that thing sounds in a room.
It sounds good. I like it.
There's a song called "Little Bit of You" by Chase Bryant.
Is that a country song?
It's like a modern country song that just sounds like a fucking pop punk song.
You hate modern country?
Yeah, that's really not for me. Especially when it's like lips up and on flip Carolina. There's like rapping sometimes, you know? And it's like very much would be played on that radio station.
Yeah.
Do you know the song?
That was funny. I was laughing. I had it muted because I was blowing my nose. But.
The one that's like, all I can use a little bit of your sweet kiss.
Yeah, I think I've heard it because
night.
you and I had this conversation at some point.
It's an incredible song. Terrible genre.
Well, there you go. That's a great question. Was it a deliberate decision for the vocals to sound like Odorous Orungus on the Dead Body album? No. Star Wars ranked. This goes crazy.
Yeah, this is tough. We haven't really talked about this.
Are we going like movies or shows too? Should we
I don't know the
everything?
shows, so let's just keep it to movies.
You haven't.
Yeah,
Are you serious?
Give me a break, okay, brother? There's like 14 movies, all these goddamn Disney shows. I don't have time.
You ever watched The Mandalorian?
I watched Mandalorian. It was good.
You're a fucking loser, and I love you.
No, I mean I watched it, but then I started watching fucking Kenobi, and it was terrible.
It's not the same. Dude, Andor is gonna bring you right back.
That's what I've been told.
It is a masterpiece.
That's what I've been told.
Like the fucking Star Warsness aside, it's just a perfect like spy thriller.
Oh, okay.
And it's
now,
like it's done in little arcs. So the first 3 episodes are a build. 4 to 6 is a build. 7 to 10 is fucking like an explosion.
oh, that's fun. Okay.
And then 11 and 12. 11 is building to the finales next week. And holy fuck, man.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, if the finale is last week, then I can get into it.
It
You know what I
is
mean? 'Cause I can binge it.
unbelievable.
Okay, but let's do this question. I like this. Okay. How do you feel about the last 3, the newest 3?
I think Force Awakens is like a good nostalgic movie.
That's
It's
7, right? The first one back.
It's borderline a remake. It's fun to watch.
Yeah.
I think
the Han shit.
Yeah, I think The Last Jedi is one of the best Star Wars movies.
Okay.
And obviously, Rise of Skywalker is doo-doo. Doo-doo poo-poo.
You like The Last Jedi even with the fucking casino planet bullshit?
Obviously that's not great.
And that girl, Rose?
I think she got a bad rep. I think she could have been used better, but I think the idea of her was cool. I think you're it's like those things have always kind of existed in Star Wars in some way, you know? The annoying side quests that are there for kind of a reason. But obviously the disjointedness of the 3 is the problem. They
Correct.
were 3 different ideas that turned into 1.5 ideas.
And then the fucking what do you call the words at the beginning? It's called something.
The title, the like, scrolling text.
Yeah, like at the beginning of the last one was just. I remember seeing it in the theater and people being like, "What?" Like out loud, audibly.
Yo, Palpatine's speech was Fortnite exclusive. He recorded a speech that was like, "Here's why I'm back." Fortnite exclusive.
All right, so let's start it. Let's do you want to, we got to include Rogue One, obviously.
Absolutely.
And then Solo, I guess. Is that the only other
Sure.
standalone movie?
Movie, yeah.
I don't really care about Solo. Yeah, either way. It's just kind of there. So if you want to do, let's do 10, including Rogue One.
Empire Strikes Back.
You're going at the top?
I'm going to top. I mean, you want me to go reverse? I'll go reverse.
Yeah, let's go reverse.
Okay, Attack of the Clones, number 10.
Yeah, that's number 2, right? Or is
Yeah.
that 3?
That's 2.
It's 2.
Garbage.
Yeah, I agree. That movie is so difficult.
Dude, the
to get
Jango
through.
Fett chase thing at the beginning is 1 hour. The movie just starts and nothing important happens. It's all like a visual aspect for 1 hour.
What's the third one called? Episode 3?
Revenge of the Sith.
The first half of that is also whatever, but then
Dope as
it's
fuck.
unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
there's also the end of Attack of the Clones. It's like Yoda versus Palpatine, or Yoda versus Dooku is insane.
Yeah, it's very cool.
The whole Geonosis, like, Coliseum thing is dope. Let's see. Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
Number 10.
I agree with that.
I'll probably go Phantom Menace, number 9.
Really?
Here's
even
the
even for nostalgia?
Here's the thing, man.
Yeah.
You watch it again.
It's rough.
It's crazy.
The fucking battle on Naboo.
It's basically about UPS and FedEx
Yeah.
running the galaxy. You know,
Yeah,
it's
right,
an evil
yeah.
shipping company. And it's like, what child would A, know what the fuck you're talking about? B, find it interesting? We want to see Darth Maul, and he's
Yeah.
in 3 scenes.
Dude,
But those 3 scenes.
one of the best tweets I've ever read was like, you know it was on bad when dude ghost rode his bike into a fucking mountain just to fight what's his face? Liam Neeson.
That was awesome.
Qui-Gon. Okay, so and then would you put 2
Solo.
at
I go Attack of the Clones, Phantom, Solo.
yeah. Yeah. I might put Solo even lower than Phantoms just because just for nostalgia's sake, because at the time, Phantom Menace was so sick. Like I loved it when it came out.
See, I remember being kind of Phantom Menace, I think, was the first time. There was a vivid first time where I saw a movie and I thought, okay, that was bad. They make bad movies. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Which
and that
movie?
movie was Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow.
Okay.
I saw it in theaters and thought, damn, bad movies are real? Like, why
Yeah,
do they make
yeah.
them then?
Yeah.
Phantom Menace was the first time where I started to question, because I'd only been exposed to dope shit my whole life, you know?
Right.
And then that came out. And I remember thinking, like, that could it be possible that I'm missing something? Like, I maybe need to see that a few more times. And then you grow up and realize it's fucking
like,
wacky.
nah.
There's cool shit.
Locking my cats up so they don't meow. Sorry. Yeah, there's cool shit, but got the pod racing game. I got it right there.
That was good.
And 64.
The game was good.
Yeah.
The Phantom Menace game, it played like the Indiana Jones, The Fate of Atlantis game. It was cool.
Right. I forgot about that. Okay, so
One of the
what's
greatest games. Rise of Skywalker would be next.
above Solo or above Episode 3?
No, 3 is above Rise of Skywalker
Okay, good.
and
yeah.
Solo.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's right now it's Attack of the Clones 10.
Let me hold on. We have this.
Are we doing this? Are we making one joint list? Is that what you're trying to do?
I'm mostly in agreement with you so far.
Okay.
So what was
You're going to
10?
disagree up top, I bet.
Yeah, and that's where all to be good.
Yeah.
10 was
Attack of the Clones.
Attack of Clone, and then Phantom.
This would be 11 movies, I believe, also.
You're right. Okay, so then this would be Solo, right?
Yeah.
And go on.
So 11 Attack, 10 Phantoms, 9 Solo, 8 Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah. That was the last one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Garbaggio. Revenge of the Sith, probably right here.
Yeah, because now you're getting into
Getting into the goats, you know?
yeah, actual goats.
I probably put Force Awakens right here.
That's fair.
Now it's dicey.
So now you got 4, 5, and 6, and
Rogue One.
Rogue.
New Hope, number 4.
Wait, why am I missing one?
Wait, are there 5 left?
Yeah, there's 5 left. We're
New
missing.
Hope, number 5.
Okay. Watching it back, not easy.
New Hope?
Not easy. There's some
I think
just
it's obviously a technical creative marvel.
Yeah.
You know? And it is the source of all this. But they made better movies.
Oh yeah.
What's crazy is New Hope was nominated for every Oscar.
Really?
Empire Strikes Back was nominated for like visual effects. Only.
Wow.
When it's so objectively better. You know?
Yeah.
But also, George Lucas, I think, had to leave the Directors Guild because of the opening credits of Star Wars not being opening credits. He was like booted from the Directors Guild for not. There's some kind of lore there. I don't know. That's not the name of the show.
No. Wait, we have Rise of Skywalker, Force Awakens. What's the other one?
The Last Jedi,
Last Jedi.
number 4.
Okay. Really? So yeah, I would disagree with you there for sure.
I love
Because
it.
I did not enjoy that. Okay.
I love it. I think if you watch it again with your boy,
I have. Oh well, yeah. Okay.
with your boy, where I can pause it and go, here's why this is good.
No, where would you put 4, 5, and 6? Or I'm sorry, Rogue One, 5, and
5,
6.
6, Rogue One. I'll probably go Jedi, 3,
Yeah, and then Rogue.
Rogue One,
Yeah,
Empire.
yeah. So I agree with the whole list minus Last Jedi and I would just put that down. I put Force Awakens.
I think
there.
today, if you watched both of those movies back to back, you would tell me that The Last Jedi is a better movie than A New Hope.
I mean, I've probably watched it 8 months ago.
Today. Back to back. That's the thing. 4 to 8. You ain't never done that. Tell you that much. You would tell me. That's my list. But above all of that is Mandalorian.
Really?
And right next to it is Andor.
Mandalorian wouldn't have been shit if it wasn't for the end of the second season.
You're an idiot.
It just would have been like a cool show, but it wouldn't have meant anything.
That's not true.
It absolutely is true.
Absolutely incorrect. You don't
I
know
think it's a
shit.
good show. I popped for the end. I cried. Loved
You
it.
don't know shit. Okay.
But it just would have been a show if not for that.
Listen, you've tread dangerous grounds before with me. But you ain't never been in quicksand, brother.
We should do at a
You're
later time.
sinking.
We should do this with like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, the other big ones.
Fire it up, brother. Let's go. Fire it up.
Well,
New document. Hit it.
you want a new one right now?
Yes.
All right. Lord of the Rings. That's just 1 through 6. Which is funny because it's kind of. I'm including The Hobbit with it, obviously.
Which is stupid, you know.
Yeah.
Hobbit 2 bottom.
Yeah.
Hobbit
yeah.
3 second bottom.
Yeah.
Hobbit
And then
1
The Hobbit.
third bottom. Sheesh.
It's so hard because.
But
each of them-
I got it. It's 2 Towers, 3 Return, 2 Fellowship.
Fellowship? Yeah, I would disagree with that.
Dude, but Fellowship is the most rewatchable thing maybe ever. You know? Which one have
Yeah.
you seen the most?
Return of the King.
Really?
I love Return of the King.
Okay. I mean, I do too. That's the thing. This is a hard 3.
Yeah. When the Rohirrim shows up at Minas Tirith.
I'm with you. This isn't a matter of gold, silver, bronze. This is a matter of
platinum.
This is diamond, platinum, gold. You know.
Yeah. But he does the fucking ride now.
Yeah.
Forth
I need to
Erasmus.
get. I've been wanting to get the fucking Narsil on my wall over here. Mm-hmm. I gotta just do it.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
Gotta just do it. But I'm gonna reorganize this whole thing soon.
I fucking love.
Let's do Harry Potter. That's way harder.
Yeah, it's way harder. How many are there? How many movies? There's 9 movies.
8
right?
movies. We're not counting Fantastic Beasts.
No, but I thought there was like a.
No, there's 7 books and then a part 2.
Okay, gotcha.
8 is Order of the Phoenix. Think about it.
I guess it has to be, huh?
Dolores Umbridge.
Yeah.
She's such a fucking piece of shit villain that it makes the movie hard to watch.
Yeah.
She's so hateful and vile that the movie is bad because of it. And that's a testament to how good the performance is, you know?
Right. Yeah.
I mean that as nothing but a compliment.
I would then probably put Deathly Hallows.
Deathly Hallows 1.
That's 6 and
Are
7.
you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, I think you're smoking that good crack, dude.
I just
You got to hold to the wrong stuff.
well, my theory is it's casting a shadow from
the other limb.
limb. The part with Dobby was one of the most difficult things for me to ever watch.
Wow.
Like, no joke. It fucked me.
I would put 1 as 7. No, I really would. No, I probably would. I'd put Deathly Hallows 1 as 7. You think Deathly Hallows, you think all the rest of the movies are better than, like, genuinely better movies than Deathly Hallows Part 2?
Maybe not like Chamber of Secrets.
Chamber of Secrets goes hard.
That's what I'm saying. But that's like the only one because I'm thinking like Goblin,
Directed by your boy.
Christopher Columbus.
Chris Columbus. Birth name, Chris. Not even Christopher. It's not shortened. It's just Chris.
Christoph.
Did you like that message this morning? What did I say with it?
Yeah, I don't know. Some fucking bullshit.
I sent him the screenshot and just said, die.
But what I was going to say is Goblet of Fire is when it gets serious.
Yeah, it's the
And
tonal shift.
I love that. That's the paradigm shift. And I like
Well,
that.
I will say, Azkaban is, I mean, we'll get there.
Yeah, I mean, that's number 1, right?
That's number 1, easy number 1.
We know that's.
It's objectively the best movie, you know?
Yeah.
Just put it in there.
Yeah, it's in there.
Number 2 is Sorcerer's Stone, right?
Dude, yeah, absolutely.
Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah, yeah.
They think we're so fucking stupid
Sorcerers.
that we couldn't say, like, Americans don't know what a philosopher is.
Yeah.
They know sorcerers and magic. These fucking losers. Crazy.
So what do we got?
3 would be...
Goblet Chamber, Deathly 2, and then the Half-Blood
I would
Prince.
put Deathly 2 at 3, but that's just me.
Because that's... I will say, dude, that when Molly Weasley... whew, that is a part.
Yeah.
All right.
The whole movie's a war.
Yeah. I mean, that's sick. And I love the, like... Have you seen Voldemort laughing in other languages, like on TikTok?
No.
It'll be overdubs from other languages, and it'll be like... like, it's so fucking... Yeah. It'll be like German. So then we got Goblet.
Goblet's next.
Goblet's next.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goblet, and then it's got to be Chamber.
I'd put
and
Chamber.
Then Half-Blood. Yeah.
Then Half-Blood for sure.
Half-Blood is cool because we learn
I'm
about...
the Half-Blood
Yes.
Prince.
Obviously. Good list.
Yeah. Great list. That was fun. I'll do this anytime.
Now, how about this, Colin? Even with the bullshit Hobbit movies, rank series: Star Wars, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Indiana Jones, Back to the Future.
Damn.
Yeah, right.
Star Wars is number 1 for me
Star Wars number 1
with a bullet. I don't have 2 fucking Lord of the Rings swords on my thing over here, you know?
But you could. You really could.
I want one. I want Sting and Narsil, you know, so that I could easily have 2.
And Lord of the Rings takes it for me.
I know that. You're a big fantasy guy, though. You're a little elf. You think elves are so sexy, right?
Yeah, for sure, dude.
I get it. Me too. It's funny to go from this to what was the gnarliest shit you took on tour?
I'm very blessed with my colon, I guess. I don't often have problems on tour. I just don't. I'm the kind of guy where I get a coffee and then within an hour I'm ready to go and it's great.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. My answer's a little different. As I've said on the show before, I've never left Dinosaur Barbecue with my underwear. That's just a fact. And I've been there probably 5 times.
That's so insane.
I've never left the building without touching cotton. You know?
I have, Warped Tour. I had to shit on top of like a pile of shit because it's all porta potties also.
Oh, well, of course.
So it's, but this is when it was piled over the seat. So I just had to like stand. Bad. Really bad. It's hot.
I forgot I had to print a retraction for something real quick. So at Full Gear, I ran into Tom Sheehan, friend of the show, host of Extra Grind.
Mm-hmm.
He damn near broke my heart. Let me tell you why.
Uh-oh.
He was listening to an episode where I said that the live Extra Grind was like a bad idea because it was 3 podcasts back to back. And he was like genuinely hurt thinking that I would besmirch Extra Grind and or Tom. Tom, live on the show. You're my special boy, okay?
Wait.
I love Tom. I'm talking to Tom. Bo, you are my number 1 boy, okay?
Okay.
You're my number 1 special boy, okay? Tom, let me just go through the Extra Grind panel real quick. Tom Sheehan.
Yep.
Day 1, Twitching Tongues guy,
Great.
A very vocal supporter right off the bat. Would never besmirch him. Pat Kindlin. The 25-minute interview I did with him for Knotfest is probably the actual reason this podcast exists.
Yeah.
Boom. He told me to never wear shorts again. I never did. 3, Bob Shed. A Strange Notes Colin Young supporter since I was 14 years old. An original champion of my creative endeavors. So for the record, HardLore. There's no HardLore without Extra Grind. There's no me without those 3 guys, basically.
Huh. Interesting. I didn't even take away that sentiment from what
It broke his heart, and that broke my heart.
Oh,
and I
no.
just kept texting him after. Tom, I can't believe you would think I would do that to you.
No, yeah. No.
So I just had to clear that up real quick. Tom is my special boy. Love him. What's the best thing you've won during McDonald's Monopoly?
Fucking Fry or something?
Dude.
I've never won shit.
Why not us, man? This kid, Victor Upton, I went to school with. Sorry for doxing you, Victor. They're going to come for your PSP now. But he won a PSP? That's the most envious of anything I've ever been in my life.
Have you ever told my Starburst story on the show?
Tell me the Starburst story, Bowen.
They did a thing when I was in grade school where it was in every pack of Starburst, there was a question mark wrapped mystery flavor.
Oh, right.
And
dude, you got the thing?
So I guessed that it was plum. And I got a letter back that was like, congratulations, you won a free pack of Starburst. Like, come on.
That's it?
That's what I got.
You must have been like the second guy then. Because I think the winner got like $25,000.
I think it was 50 grand.
So runner up, 25,000. Third runner up, pack of Starburst.
I mean, you're not going home empty handed, brother. Well, yeah, brutal.
That's fucked, man.
Brutal.
Yeah, I never won good. Wish I did. This one for both of you. Did you ever get into Woods of Ypres? Or were they too much of a shitty typo worship band? Okay, I wouldn't call him that. The guy literally passed away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think he died in a car accident or something. Oh, they were like the most typo sounded like band. And there was definitely, for that was the reason why I was like, yeah, I'm not sure this is for me. Mm-hmm. But let me tell you, man, I downloaded every single one of them records and listened to every single one of them songs looking for something. And then like the guy just tragically died.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it was like a solo project or just the main guy passed.
Is it spelled Ypres?
Yes.
Yper. That's a
Woods of
major battlefield in Belgium.
Woods of Ypres.
Men drowned in mud. Which, by the way, did you watch All Quiet on the Western Front?
Not yet. Is it dope?
Pretty fucking good, yeah.
You liked it?
Yeah, I did.
This was good. Bo talks of having an 8 to 5. My question is, when does a band know it's safe to quit their jobs and live off making music? Merch money, and does all that money get split between band members, their label, etc.? And if Colin could retell the Sorcerer's Pledge story involving Brody King, that would be great.
Oh, I don't even know if I know that story. I would say don't ever quit your job.
No.
Like if you can
unsafe.
make it both happen, make it both happen until you literally cannot.
Yeah.
I had a job that I worked at for like 6 or 7 years until I had to quit for Warped Tour. There was just like way too much at once. They couldn't do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And everyone else in my band has a job.
Like to this day, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you have a job.
Yeah,
Everybody
I have
has
a job. It's just like there are very few bands within our world who can live solely off the band. Very few.
It's very true. And
otherwise you're touring all the time.
Yeah, neither of us are in one of those bands. So yeah, and I don't want to tour all the time. So
and when it comes
guess what we did?
Started a podcast.
We started a podcast that somebody paid
when
for.
it comes to, I would say most bands aren't doing anything with their label when it comes to merch.
Yeah.
And it depends
Other
on the
than
setup.
the 2 shirts that they get for the pre-order or whatever. And that's just to recoup.
It depends on the setup of the band, of how they split money and how they do stuff. You know, typically you're paying off a lot of merch debt before you're splitting anything.
Big time. And it's like, so think about this. Think about this math, listener.
Yeah.
You see a band selling a shirt for $25, you're bummed about it. You're like, holy shit, 25, that's getting high. Even 30 in God's Hate's case, because we like big, colorful stuff and nice brands and whatnot. There's 6 people in the band. It costs, at this point, with screens and everything, $12 to $15 to make. You know? Shirts ain't $4 anymore.
Yeah.
So the 5, 6, 7 color shirts are expensive to make. So let's say every shirt, the profit margin is $15. Divide that by 6. And then add shipping and stuff.
Add shipping, add any leftover merch bills from the previous time that you're just riding out.
We're not making shit. Post Malone shirts are $80 for a reason, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So look out for $80 HardLore shirts.
You heard it here first.
Can you guys weigh in on your thoughts? Oh, the Brody King Sorcerer's Pledge thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah. What is that?
I had a little solo project called Sorcerer's Pledge. It came out in 2012. I did a demo tape, and I wrote an LP. I tried to shop the LP around, didn't really have much interest. Recorded like really bad demos of it that don't exist. I don't even have them anymore. But the songs kind of ended up dissected amongst Twitching Tongues, Gaining Purpose, God's Hate, Mass Murder, and some other stuff. Like the parts are out there. And I thought about, I hit Martine up about maybe opening for Candlemass when they played here, and he thought it was a cool idea. So I said something on Twitter like, I think Sorcerer's Pledge maybe we'll finally play a show, because I like those first 3 songs are the first 3 songs that like only I wrote. You know, I didn't have any help. It was just a thing I made. And he responded with a gif of Anna from Frozen singing "Let It Go." Oh. And I've talked about it since. It was like, all right, I'm done. This man just bully kinged me into never talking about this band again. It's so good.
I'm going to Dynamite. I'll be seeing him in a couple days.
You ready?
King. No.
You prepping ahead of time? You gonna wear some gloves? Dude, I'm bummed. I meant to buy the Sting gloves at full gear. Mm-hmm. I forgot. They should be giving them to me at this point. What the fuck? Can you guys weigh in on your thoughts on the new trend of pits doing weird stuff just to try to go viral online?
Yeah, that sucks.
I fucking hate it.
The show, like if you look at and this is very old man of me, you know. But if you look at videos of like CB's shows and like old like fucking even 90 like any Hate Breed show or like whatever, like the band is the focus. The pit is the reaction.
Yeah.
Not the other way around.
Right.
The shit is fucking stupid. Stage diving started because people would try to get on stage, sing along, and then jump off before the bouncer could catch them.
Right.
Not to do a backflip.
Well, I love a backflip.
But you know
That's
what I'm
not the
saying
same as
like,
people like doing the row, like doing the fucking. Like,
oh, but that dude, I saw that the other day.
That's like,
but the band asks for that.
Okay,
That's
well, outside of the band asking for that and the
yeah.
one video you're talking about,
Yeah.
that's like some fucking. I don't know what's the smallest village you can think of in Germany.
Aushofen.
Yeah, Aushofen. That's where they do that. Now it's happening in Topeka. You're telling me?
Yeah, right.
So that they can be on TikTok.
Push-ups in the pit are stupid. Like any of that stuff where you're. I mean, and this we disagree on this, but I genuinely mean it. Like even when it goes to like fighting, and just like
I don't like it.
Shut up, dude. You fucking. But like,
what do you mean?
Like throwing garbage cans and stuff, like making it. See what I'm saying? But like taking the attention away from the band to me is bullshit.
Well, to me, I look at that as this was so fucking hard that I had to throw this garbage can. So when I see a garbage can fly, I'm like, I'm doing a great job. When I see a guy rowing a paddle boat, I think, well, I must be boring because this guy's trying to get everybody's attention. You know?
Yeah.
I don't like the weird stuff. Kill each other.
I hate the weird stuff.
I want fucking manslaughter. I want murder in the second.
There's a live sheer terror recording where he's like, the last time we were here, there's like 30 million fights going on. Do not disappoint us.
Love it.
And they put it on.
I'm down with that for sure.
It's a good vibe.
Do spin kicks have an age limit?
Yeah.
Not yet.
You're a
as far
fucking
as I can
8-year-old little boy spin kicking like a fucking loser.
Excuse me?
What's that?
I'll kick your head off.
I know you could.
With ease.
I'm not very tall.
Well, even if you were.
I don't give a shit about spin kicks or whatever. And people who can make them look good can make them look good for sure. But it's still, you're spin kicking. Like, it's still just like a funny thing.
It's not funny.
It's very funny.
It's scary.
I've never been afraid of a spin kick. Not once. And I would never be afraid of yours.
In the words of the Southern Lord guy, when Nails told him he couldn't get a guy on the guest list, noted and remembered.
Damn. That's
hard lore.
That's pretty hard.
That's hard lore. Why the fuck do all the bands who go to Australia skip on New Zealand? Sure, we're smaller, but we go harder because we're hungrier.
So every single time we've ever been there, we ask about New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
And for the most part, it's the same reason why we've never been to Ireland, which I've heard also has good shows. It's just like if a band isn't if it doesn't fiscally make sense, it's not going to happen, and that's just how it works, you know.
Traveling is not free, unfortunately. If it was, I'd do it all the time. We'd play anywhere.
You guys got to remember, we're checking 3 guitars, merch, however the drum shit worked out, plus our actual bags. Like flying any one way is going to be $500
easily. That's just bags.
That's just yeah, that's just bags. That's not the cost of tickets.
Yeah.
That's not the cost of getting to the airport. That's not, so all of that has to factor into the guarantee. And if it's like, okay, we could do that, or we could play 2 extra shows in Australia, not have to fly, go to the beach, and make more money.
Also, flying sucks and wrecks your body.
Flying with a band is awful.
Yep. Amen, brother. Who wins in a pizza death match? Connecticut bar pie, New York style, Chicago deep dish.
Get Chicago deep dish. I'm sick of that. I went to Pequod's last night with Code Orange. They're here for a little while.
How'd it go?
I mean, the pizza was great. Pepsi products bummed me out. You know, place is falling. It's going downhill.
Dude, imagine for 1 second, though. I think I figured out what hell is to me. Pizza without a Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Or
I had Dr. Pepper.
That's great.
But it wasn't diet. Yeah, it was still just like
That's a meal. You know?
yeah. I got my cows in last night.
For sure.
Food was great, but I'm just like I'm over it. I'm over the deep dish for now. I have it too much.
I would put New York slightly above Connecticut only because there's like Connecticut has the a beats style, the New Haven style, and New York has many. And that might be blasphemous cover. I don't want to get killed.
I'd put Detroit above them both.
Both? Come on.
It's like perfect for me, dude. It's perfect.
Yeah, but
it's again, what I like about
that's a one-dimensional pie. I'm a big fan. I love it. It's a one-dimensional pie.
What is a multi-dimensional pie?
I would say, but it's not that. It's just that there's one dimension in Detroit. I sound crazy right now.
Yeah, you sound very sick, and it's good because you're a real bastard, man. Blow your little bastard nose. Here it comes.
Say something. Can you hear it when I've been muting it when I blow it? Can you hear it?
No, can't hear a thing.
Oh, good.
You're good.
So anyway, what I was saying was
Jesus. But yeah, Chicago's at the bottom. Deep dish is at the
agreed.
bottom.
And I get what you mean, the sentiment with the Detroit style, because it is. But that's a thing where I get to eat it a few times a year and it feels special,
Okay. Yeah. Fair
but I could do a different aspect of New York slice every day of the week.
Now, if you throw in Chicago tavern style, like thin crust square cut, that's where my head's at when it comes to pizza from here. It's like ultra thin.
People don't understand that yet, though. Right. It'll happen.
It'll get there for sure, and I fucking love it.
What's the best hand soap to use after blowing up a bathroom?
Dude, Love's cherry gritty.
Oh, yeah. That stuff is crazy.
The grease shit, like it's so you can get like axle grease off of your hands.
Skin off,
dude. That stuff smells so fucking good and feels so good to exfoliate with. I'll
tell you what I like is A, foaming. I'm a foaming hand soap man. B, the Bath and Body Works Christmas, the holiday ones.
Yeah.
There's like a toasted marshmallow one or something. Fuck off. It's unbelievable.
What's the like Target sells it, but it's like Mayors. They make hand soap, dish soap, and like a spray like cleaner. They had a fall one. One was fallen leaves.
Ooh, wow.
And it smelled straight up like wet leaves. It was great.
Yummy. Best/worst band shirt designs. Do we?
I think we kind of talked about that.
What were some scrap names for the podcast before HardLore was born? Were there any?
Dude, a lot of stuff with HardLore takes very like.
It's been miraculous.
Like someone will say something and it's just like, oh well, there it is.
It's like
like
every decision that we make is a conversation that
like HauntLore was like obvious.
HauntLore was like, well, there
it is. Hardmore for
HardMore,
like all the like
every aspect,
everything.
I'm loring it, which is coming up on the merch menu.
I'm lowering it.
Crazy. That's the worst shirt design. We've totally covered that, right?
Because we talked about the typo one.
Yeah. True.
And the Angry Birds font.
Yeah, fucking hell. I need to know the HardLore stance on the McRib. Aren't you a fan?
I'm a big fan. Big slices of onions.
I'm opposed.
Pickles. Why is that?
I don't know. I just don't think it tastes good. I wish it did. I
remember being.
I would love to have another thing.
I was such an idiot as a kid, and I was like, why would you get that on a sandwich? You have to avoid the bones.
Yeah. That's next level stupid.
Yeah, it's a dumb kid.
I just don't. It's just not for me. I'd rather have a Big Mac. Oh, this is a good one for today. All right, hold on. Let's. Have either of you brought a hometown band on tour and they embarrassed you in some way?
No.
Have I been the hometown band that embarrassed?
Yeah, right.
Probably.
I've been embarrassed by people doing the like being nice, basically, and being like, big fan. Thanks for watching. Whereas just like, thank you. Like I don't.
To you?
Yeah. So I've been embarrassed in that way, but never
Because
by
you're
the
just like, come on,
actions.
I'm just a guy. I don't think.
Yeah, but never by the actions of like a band on stage or anything. I don't think.
Yeah, I can't think of an anecdote that involves any of that. This is a great question from Aiden, plays drums.
Friend of the show.
Particularly prudent for today, considering how long it took you to get back to me this morning when I sent you that flyer. What time did Bo wake up today?
Well, let's see. Let's get the actual.
Tell me what time you responded to me.
Okay, you sent the flyer at 1:14.
Not, but
hold
that's not.
on, yeah, I
You're
gotta go
leaving
back.
some things out.
Hold on. Okay, you sent the Chris Columbus thing in Die at 10:50 my time, and then it asked me for something at 12:28, and I responded at 1:06.
Was that right when your eyes opened?
That's why it was a question where I was like,
my
"Wait, do you really
God.
need me to send you money?" Because I like. was
You're
still-
like, what did you do?
What? Yeah, I was still waking up.
This is the greatest shit part of my life is doing this show, I think.
Dude, I like to stay up late and I like to sleep late. You know,
I wish
you know
I
how
could,
late,
man. I
you
really
know how
wish I
late I
could.
slept on Sunday? I felt like a real piece of shit. 2:30. Holy fuck. I woke up at 2:30 and like the sun goes down 2 hours later.
Wow.
Not good. Not good. I regret
That's
it.
extra dark.
Yeah, it was really bad. It was.
Can you get the vocalist from End It on the pod? I would love to.
Yeah.
He's a very funny guy.
Okay.
I think he'd do great. Yeah, we'll get him on. Cincinnati Chili. Where do we stand?
It's fine.
I haven't had it in 10 years.
Maddie has an episode where he makes it. I'm sure his is fucking amazing.
What's the gimmick? Chocolate and cinnamon or something?
I think there's cinnamon in it. I don't know if there's. Yeah, there is chocolate in it. Huh. Yeah, but it's just.
It sounds fucking stupid, right?
I think of the chocolate in it like brown sugar and barbecue. Like it's just a thing. It's not the focal point.
Here's the thing. I love a hot dog.
Yeah.
I've never turned my nose down to a dog. So an enhanced dog, I'm open to the possibility. Enhanced dog with cheese?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'm especially open to the possibility. I think I owe it a return.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Because what's the one? Like
Skyline.
Skyline. I've had it. It's fine, you know?
Yeah. This is a great question. Colin, referencing 2018 era, how the hell did Twitching Tongues integrate the octave up harmonies without anyone else singing?
Ah.
I had a very special pedal. What is it called?
The Mechanic, I think?
No.
Something like that?
I prepped for this. I was like, got to talk about my pedal.
Harmonist?
What is it called? No, it's not a harmonist. It's way bigger than that. TC Helicon Voice Live 3 Extreme. There it is. It came back to me like that. So basically, and the microphone was the coolest part because it was the proprietary mic for the pedal. So I had delay on the bottom button, reverb on the top button, and then there's a big button here to activate your presetting thing on your pedal. So basically, and then there's a number right here because I set each song as a preset. So I'd have the set list in order. And what you do is you set the key and like the major minor. So so let's say it's Kill for You.
Yep.
C sharp, minor, I think. I don't know fucking shit about keys.
Yeah.
But when I hold this, it gives me a C sharp minor perfect harmony of whatever I'm singing.
Whatever you're singing in the key of.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So it's like it knows which key you are, so it knows kind of where to put it.
Yep.
Or you can do an octave. So there's a couple songs where there's no really harmonies, but there's octaves. So like, that was all with this pedal, and I can only do it at certain venues because it had a ground issue at like smaller ones.
Yeah, the 60 cycle.
And sometimes you're too close to everybody on stage. It's an active microphone.
Right.
So it's picking up everything. But yeah, that was my secret for a while, and it was really, I felt unique doing it.
Dude, it was unique because Code wasn't doing it yet. We do some minor vocal stuff live, and we would always just have the sound guy do it. Like, so it was unique in that
I was
you were
doing it all.
Yeah, it was all you.
Right, and you couldn't tell. So while you see this right
Yeah.
in front of you, but back here my thumb is out, and I'm controlling the microphone like a video game
Yeah.
while we're playing. Like I know that the next preset is this button. Okay, fucking World War Fives is this song, so I got to go to 5 here and do the That's the
Yeah.
thing. So you set the tempo a little bit too, so that the delay is at least close to where you want it.
Very
so
smart.
The gaining purpose one, I know I hit the delay before that and then hit the and then turn it off. But there were some crazy mishaps.
Really?
Because there's gnarly shit on there. So if you step on something wrong, you're a Cylon from Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, all along I felt defeated. I remember Sean the Butcher was at Starland Ballroom when we played there.
New Jersey.
And I botched a button. And then he never talked about us or posted us again. So when the God's Hate record comes out, I was like, this is going to be terrible. Sean the Butcher's not going to like us. The guy hates me. So I thought that was real. It was not.
That's hilarious.
He's been very helpful. Since this is episode XXX, what bands turned you on to straight edge? And what bands solidified you claiming edge? And what are some current straight edge bands that you really like / think people should know about?
It's really funny, but AFI was one.
Wow.
Yeah, because Davey was pretty vocally straight edge, you know,
Right.
and like is wearing the straight edge force thing on the Fire Inside EP.
Of course.
And then, believe it or not, Anti-Flag, because two of them are straight edge, or were at the time.
Wow.
And there were songs that were like, "What do you mean you guys don't drink? You got to start drinking." Where they're like making fun of what people say to them, and it was like kind of cool to me. But then when I actually discovered like that it was like a thing and not just like a thing, you know, one of the first things I found was the 10-Yard Fight demo. And there's Proud to Be Straight. And that was like one of the first songs that I heard. And then it was very quickly Youth of Today, Gorilla Biscuits, Turning Point.
Mine was just Earth Crisis.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? Never found Earth Crisis until much, much later.
Interesting.
It was all Youth Crew.
It was. I think. I mean, for a lot of people, it was one or the other. You know, the floor punch versus Earth Crisis thing exists to this day. But I was definitely an Earth Crisis guy. Very young. I'm talking like 11, 12.
Yeah, I was
fucking
12
Firestorm, you know?
when I found out about it. I started calling myself straight edge at 13.
My 14th birthday, I was straight edge.
So it's been 22 years for me.
17
Yeah.
for me, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I think everybody kind of goes in, at least from what I've observed, is like when you first find out about it, you're really passionate about it. And then you get like 5 years under your belt and you're kind of like a snob. You're kind of a dick.
Yeah.
And then, 10, 15 years, you're kind of like, yeah, this is just how I am, man.
It's just my shit, man.
And now that I'm 20, I don't even fucking think about it. It's just like, yeah, I'm going to wear pants today. Of course. Yeah.
Amen, brother. It is truly the most effortless part of my life.
Never think about it.
Yeah. I will be straight edge until I do crack or heroin.
Right. Yeah. Crack or heroin.
To die, like that's the point. That's why I'm doing it. What? Saw you play at Union Transfer in Philly with Ghostman and Code Orange. I thought it was an amazing show, but what are you and Bo's opinions on touring with rap acts?
Dude, our Ghostman tour was fucking awesome.
Yeah, do it in a heartbeat.
His whole crew are hardcore dudes. Like everyone. Sherwin's the TM.
Wow.
He was cool as fuck. All the kids who were with them, or like who came to the shows, were like mystified that like a full band. We were the only full band.
Yeah.
It was Ghostman, Lil Tracy, and then
nobody paying to see that has ever seen a thing like Arms Away. Yeah, I would do this in a fucking heartbeat.
Yeah, it was awesome. We did really good on merch. You're playing real venues, so you're playing real sound systems, real LED screens, so you can have your logo up or whatever. Like
Code Orange just played the Forum,
Yeah.
I'm wanting to play. I would love to play the Forum.
Yeah,
If
right.
that means opening for fucking Jizza. Oh no.
Yeah.
You
Oh
know?
no. Yeah.
I would
I'm
love
not
that.
I'm not into hip hop personally. I will say some of the Ghostmanes. A thing happens where you tour with a band, and by the end of the tour, you're like, you know what, man?
I know every song.
I know all these songs, and they're pretty good. You know,
Wisdom in Chains.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
You can't play 3 shows with them without knowing every song after.
But with Ghostmane, he did a lot of like visual components and like shit with the videos that would match up with and it was just like it was a very cool way to perform. And they would wear different shit every night. They had like 5 different outfits that were all in theme, and they would change every night, and like different stuff would happen. It was just like a cool, like, oh wow, I hadn't thought about that kind of a thing, you know.
Interesting.
But I had a blast. We would do it again for sure.
Putney and Taylor aside, who do you guys think are the best or most exciting producers currently working in hardcore?
Fucking Arthur. I think
homie?
the homie Arthur is doing. I mean that Eternal Champion record like really fucked me up when that came out. Like I love that record.
Who's out there? Arthur, Will Yip, the homie Ryan from Arizona. Who else?
I think Bricktop Andy Nelson has
of course, you gotta shout
consistently
him out.
done an excellent job.
The guy producing all those AEW songs. That guy's good. That's me. Currently, we're in hardcore though. Who else is recording stuff? Who's out there?
I really don't know. A lot of people, like I really know, like Randy, who works under Putney, has been doing a lot, but he's kind of like on his own.
Sure.
He's been doing a lot, but like a lot of anyone who I talk to who's like, oh yeah, we're recording. It's always
One
your
of those
brother,
guys. Yeah.
Bricktop, or someone out of Graphic Nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the funniest, cringiest, most desperate thing you've seen a local band do? I mean, you have that answer right off the bat from the past HardLore episode.
What was it? Remind me.
The Treated band.
Oh,
right?
dude. Oh, Treated.
It's probably that.
That was fucking. One time when we were really young, another friend's band who was like way more metalcore and was playing like an actual hardcore show. They opened, and at the end of their set, they were doing the awkward thing of like, oh, maybe we'll play one more kind of a thing, you know? And our one friend, this guy Nick, he went, hey, who wants to hear Firestorm? And one of the like scene elders, like a guy who like did my first tattoos, sang for like one of the first hardcore bands I ever heard, very loudly went, no one.
Wow.
And they didn't play it. And that was it. And it was fucking.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you don't come back from that.
No.
I will say the entire 2000s Whiskey A Go Go pay to play situation was dark.
Just pure
Dark
exploitation.
times. Somebody will remind me of the name of the. There was a production company. I don't want to say the wrong one because I don't want to offend the wrong guy.
Yeah.
What was the fucking name? I was just talking about it. But anyway, they messaged every band like, "Hey, you guys are killing it. I want to have you open this show. Just sell 100 tickets."
Dude, I have a really here's some hard lore.
Hit me.
Do you remember a long time ago? There was a video after TUI got done playing Party in the USA, Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
You remember that video? Right? They're in Atlanta. Right? It was like TUI Foundation.
No, it was after the Believe video shoot, right?
Sure. I thought it was in Atlanta, but I could be getting it wrong. Shortly thereafter was a Rain Fest where we like our first time being up there, and after the last set of the day of the fest, someone put on that song, and the locals were like redoing the video, like the viral video. And I remember Thomas from Foundation literally just went, Atlanta, like sternly, and like the people, because the people were there. You know what I'm saying? Like TUI had played that day. So like people were there who were there at the original video, and like there were people who were like trying, like I don't know, people were trying to recreate a viral video.
They were continuing the bit, much like some do with
and it was
with our show.
It was brutal to watch.
Yeah, that's rough.
It was brutal.
What can you do? You know, Brainfest. Whew, what a great
watched.
era.
That was a good era.
Best Troycore record ever. I mean, it's Take My Soul, Give Me Grave, right?
It's all you, brother.
It's Dying Breed, Take My Soul, Give Me Grave. Or Stigmata Hymns, or Section 8.
So I don't really know a whole lot about that genre. However, I do like Stigmata, and Hymns would be the one I would pick.
Section 8, 9 Ways to Say I Love You would probably be number 3 for me. Those are my top 3. Favorite hardcore band from each continent.
Oh, that's fun. South America, Sepultura.
Of course. I like the idea of calling them a hardcore band because, like, ethically they absolutely are.
Absolutely,
100%. To this day, Max and Igor,
actual friend of the show,
Igor Cavallero. I'm not making that up.
Yep.
They go so far out of their ways to put on for new things. So yeah, they're a hardcore band.
Incredible.
Europe is Kickback, right?
I might honestly say Rise and Fall. Rise and Fall was
I feel like even Rise and Fall would be like you're full of shit, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. But like I genuinely like Into Oblivion was like scene changing.
I like it
for me.
I like it is what I can say about it. Kickback is like one of my favorite bands.
Yeah, not.
Yeah, I think that's just you not knowing. It's not because
No. It's me having heard everything. I can't even say. Africa, I don't think stuff? I know. What?
Africa, my favorite band from Africa is Have Heart.
Yeah, I saw a video of them playing once.
They rock.
Australia is obviously Speed.
So I've got honorable. I mean, Mind Snare is like the legacy act that I think is the best.
Yeah.
Speed right now is just carrying the torch because it's like the first thing that truly got over everywhere.
Yeah.
Shout out to I Exist, man.
Dude, that whole
anybody you ask about I Exist, they're like, "Oh, mate,
love them,
love those cunts,
ripping." Yeah. Aaron, I love that man,
the best man ever.
And Asia, Palm, you like Japanese hardcore. I love Japanese hardcore. Yeah, I'm sure you know more than I do.
I mean, to like grand scheme, it's probably Gizm. But Judgment is the one I go back to the most.
There's a story I know of before I was even around in like Chicago hardcore. A band was touring. Someone had like a bootleg Gizm either patch or a.
You've told it on here before.
Have I?
The Kill You one?
No.
Oh.
Well, no.
Hit me.
Now I don't.
Was it that?
I don't know. I don't remember the story now.
Oh.
But a guy was touring with them who was from Japan who barely spoke English, and he saw that one day and was just like, like, you shouldn't have that.
I've got to raise up a point from last week, just so you know.
Okay.
You said the story about Baroness and Lars.
Yeah.
Confirmed untrue.
Well, but it may have been a different band.
It's just not Baroness, but it happened. But
yeah.
Okay.
It may have been. I said multiple times I may have the band wrong.
Okay.
So maybe if you paid fucking attention for once.
No, it's not. Somebody told me like, "Hey, I just asked Baroness about this." It's not true.
Okay, it was another band at that level.
One of those types of bands that toured with
not Paul Bear, but yeah, a band.
Did Paul Bear tour with Metallica?
I that's why I said probably not.
That'd be sick.
But it was a band in that world for sure. I know that happened, or at least I definitely heard the story.
Will any of your respective? Oh wait, the continents: Asia.
Yeah, Asia.
South Africa, Antarctica.
Metallica played.
It's Metallica.
So Metallica's my favorite hardcore band from Antarctica. For sure.
The U.S.
Favorite hardcore band from here.
Yeah.
What's your favorite hardcore band from North America that isn't from the United States? No Warning is the answer.
It's probably No Warning. Yeah. I mean. Yeah. They did it, you know.
They just did it. It's kind of like, yeah.
I love Suffer Survive. Genuinely.
Me too.
I love it so
Absolutely.
much. Yeah.
Absolutely.
What's left? How many continents are there? Is that all?
Is it? Yeah, we got Europe. Who do we say for? I said Rise and Fall. You said Kickback.
Kickback. Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. That's it. That's 7.
Okay, we did it. We know the world. We know Metallica from Antarctica and Half Heart from Africa.
The Bay Area, Antarctica.
You can only choose one Typo or Only Living Witness. I mean, it's Typo, right?
It's Typo easy.
Only Living Witness has 2 incredible records.
Yeah.
Typo has
6.
unlimited. That you hear new things every time.
That is actually very true. That's a band that you can revisit constantly
It's always
and pick up on stuff. Yep.
It's crazy.
Yep.
What do frequent touring acts do with their housing during tour? Sublet, break leases month to month. How funny is like people from New York who are like need a sublet for 3 months? Is there like I mean this lovingly and respectfully. Yeah. Is there a more privileged thing to do in the world?
I just can't even what do you mean?
What do you mean?
Where do you put your stuff? Like, they live?
They're with your stuff. They live with your stuff.
They live, so they sleep on your bed?
Yeah. They sublet it from you.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's like, hey, I'm going to go on vacation for 3 months.
So this is why in that earlier question, why I said don't quit your job.
Yeah.
Work. Dude, I would I'd get dates off. What's the expression? Hook, crook, or steal?
Hook or by crook.
Waffle House.
Hook or steal, I'm paying my rent.
I would do anything I could to get the dates off, no matter what. And having a roommate or living with a significant other definitely helps. Or start a podcast and make money. No, I don't know. I don't. I've always been able to make it work. And you just make the number one priority always to pay rent.
Absolutely. Naughtiness in the pit memories. Either done yourself or witnessed.
You've been a naughty boy. I'm not a very naughty guy.
There was one time, and I'm hesitant to say this.
Yeah.
But I did apologize, One time, Ringworm was playing Bertha's Pain, and nobody was watching the entire time. It was on your tour at the Hi-Hat.
Yeah. That was a great show.
It was a great show.
I parallel parked the van with the trailer outside of the show. First try.
Nice.
In front of
in Highland Park, there were a lot of people there.
I felt so cool.
Yeah.
Go on.
Ringworm was playing Bertha's Pain. I'm going off. Yeah. Just full naughty boy, not a care in the world. And this girl's boyfriend, moves behind her. And I just absolutely...
You just clobbered her?
She caught a red wing in a way that nobody ever has before,
Yeah.
To the point where I was like, I'm so sorry. And Josiah... I'm getting crazy. But I'm pretty sure Josiah from Criminal Instinct to the guy was like, that was pretty fucked up, man. Like what he did, man. Yeah, it's pretty good.
One time during the intro, dude, this is a good one. One time during the Bertha's Pain intro, the elder Morrissey, Chris, Andrew's older brother.
Santa.
Yeah.
Victory Records, Master Santa.
Master Santa. Was doing the stage mosh, where hands are on the stage.
Of course.
And you're pitting. Unplugged the guitar from the tuner. Because the tuner was up front. And I just heard dude go, damn it.
That's good. What's a riff another band has that you wish you wrote?
Unbelievable.
That's way up there.
Hey, take Master Killer, put it on your turntable, throw the fucking needle. You'll find a riff that I wish I
Yeah. I'll tell you another one.
Unreal.
And that one.
Yeah, dude. Or how about
Hit me, dude. I've ripped that off 10 times.
And then
I've played it backwards. I've done the first part both. I've stolen it so many times.
the great part about the essential limbs, how long can you last in the frozen water batch? The best part about that is you think it's 1014, no, but it's not. It's 0101036, and it like broke a mold in my brain once I learned that whole part out. But
Because it's like a key change inside of this
Yes.
part that doesn't, where you were like, why would they do that? And then
It's like
but then they do it.
exactly, it's like a full step key change.
That's good shit.
Slayer dude. One thing I want to talk about: how do we? And this is sensitive.
Yeah. Is it?
You brought up Pantera.
I did.
How do we separate artist from person? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tough to do. I mean, we're talking about Morrissey, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
Every ist and every ism thrown, you know?
yeah.
His way to stay.
And I think Pantera definitely couldn't exist today.
No.
You know?
No, they
and I feel guilty sometimes admitting that, but then
the Abbotts were so sick.
yeah, right.
The Abbotts were so cool, and to me, those are their songs.
But Dime
know?
playing on the flag guitar.
Yeah.
You know.
And he'd probably change his stance on that now, I would imagine.
Yeah.
I would
yeah.
hope, you know?
I would hope, yeah.
There's certain guys that I'm not glad that obviously that didn't live to disappoint. Like Pete Steele never lived to disappoint me, you know?
Yeah. He disappointed people for sure.
He disappointed people for sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's always he's a contrarian, you know?
Yeah.
So the first Pete Steele making MAGA post would have crushed me, you know?
Yes, which
And who
definitely
knows
would have
if
happened.
It could have happened.
It
just
could have
as a I want to disagree with the general public type thing, you know?
Right. Or dude, I know I've said this before, but it's probably likely that Hetfield voted for Trump. If
That's
you're
crazy.
a multi-millionaire musician,
They
you're
all
going to
did,
vote for
huh?
think about it.
Yeah. They all did.
And there was an interview where Hetfield was asked, and his response was, "I really don't like to talk about that kind of thing," which you would only really say if you know what I'm saying.
But no matter what he says, he's alienating somebody. Because is there a band that racist guys like more than Metallica? You know, other than maybe Pantera and Slayer.
Shit.
There's a new big four, and it's
Hatebreed.
Screwdriver,
Yeah. Oh my God.
Hatebreed, but it's because Hatebreed fights at every chance they get. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I saw the video of them kicking out a Nazi the other night.
They just go, hey, get the fuck out. We
Get out
don't
of
like you. That's the way. I mean, it's the way it should be.
Yeah. It's like Marilyn Manson is a great example. I don't give a shit about Marilyn Manson musically. I used to love him as a figure because I thought he was a smart, well-spoken contrarian who had a lot of views that I agreed upon, you know, or agreed with rather. And then, you know, obviously
He's
comes out that he was like a real piece of shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
How
I find there's nothing for me to separate. You know, I don't think that's
did
the
you
same.
just forget how to speak?
Yeah, I'm fucked up. There's nothing for me to separate there. I don't need to, you know.
Because you were never like a Marilyn
I don't give
music
a
guy.
shit.
Yeah.
And Pantera is different because Marilyn Manson is the guy.
Yeah, you're right.
Pantera fills the singer over the Abbott's songs to me.
Domination is such an insane song.
Come on, dude.
It's
I mean, that ruined like the open note breakdown for everybody.
because you're never gonna.
You're never gonna do a better one. It's crazy. Was there ever a tour that you were offered that you had to turn down? That you regretted?
Of course.
I got asked to play drums for Yellow Card for a Warped Tour one time.
Dun, 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 dun,
I had to turn it
dun,
down.
dun.
To this day, it like devastates me to think about it.
I don't know if I can. I remember you guys almost turned down a tour with us to do a dancing tour. Do you remember that? That was like in the air. Yeah, you remember that?
That would have been fucking awesome. I mean, obviously not doing a tour with you.
But I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was the Disharmonic Rust tour.
I think it was. So maybe that would have been better. But it was like that was one of the pitches to us at first. Was like, yeah, we can get you on a tour with Danzig. You know,
and like that's perfect.
And it was. I don't remember who got it instead of us, but it was like some.
I think it was Cancer Bats. I genuinely believe I remember that being the case.
We got some words to speak there. Cancer Bats.
I can't think of a tour like off the top of my head, but like there's stuff that happens all the time. That when touring cycles are going, there's offers that are coming in a lot that you just can't do.
Yeah. Best time you had filling in for a band on tour?
Ringworm let me play House of Hell with them a couple nights.
Sick as fuck.
And dude,
House of Hell. Yeah, that's a good shit.
Amazing.
Good for
That
you,
was
man.
just fun. And like I love Ringworm is genuinely one of my favorite hardcore bands of all time. And told them that I love that song. Specifically the Terror Split version of that song.
Yeah, for sure.
Not the one that's on Justice. Dude, that Terror Split.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Imagine getting to do a split with Ringworm, especially in that era.
At that time,
like Terror had been a band for a year and a half, or something.
And they put on the fucking is it Out of My Face? What's the song?
Not this time.
Fuck everything and everybody. Which on that it's a little slower than it was on one with the Underdogs, so it feels like an industrial song.
My favorite fill-in thing I ever got to do was play drums for Stigmata at This Is Hardcore.
I watched the whole thing from right behind you.
It was very special.
That was awesome.
We had just taken them on tour. We did I guess it was almost a year ago. Fuck. We brought them to California for the In Love There's No Law shows.
Had to be way more than a year ago.
No, it was 2014. This is Hardcore 2014, and those shows were like October 2013.
Oh, I thought you meant a year ago from now. Sorry,
No.
Sorry, my bad.
They asked Taylor, and Taylor's kind of historically not a great like filler inner. And I like play those songs recreationally,
Right, yeah.
Like I'll just play the record start to finish for fun. And Bittner was like a big influence on me drum wise. So Taylor was like, just ask Colin. And they were like, he plays drums? That's crazy. And then I, within like an hour, sent them a YouTube video of me just playing the record start to finish. So they said yes. We did not practice together as a band.
Right.
So that's why when you watch the video, there's one error. There's a big error in the set, and it wasn't my fault. Because live, they do this thing with this crash hit on the Die a Slow Hard Death, motherfucker. And on the record, there's no crash hit. He just starts singing. So and I can't hear vocals, and he keeps looking at me and going, crash. Because it goes, dun 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 dun, dun dun dun. So I thought it was that crash that they were waiting on. And that he had already done the Die a Slow Hard Death, but
Gotcha.
Because he can't hear vocals.
Right.
But that was the best.
But I remember him saying like, "It's all right, kid." After that.
And it was not, or it was. I was all right, kid.
Yeah.
But that wasn't on me.
But I remember that.
That's right.
That was cool. That was fun to watch.
It was very, very special. That day. It was like being in Goodfellas for a day, where in the beginning when he's getting introduced to all the guys.
Yeah.
Because I got introduced to a guy named Fivehead, and they said, "This is Fivehead," on the count of the 5 tattooed on his head. And he has a 5 tattooed on his head, and he just went, "How you doing?" And it was like a literal, just like Goodfellas moment. It was awesome.
Dude, is there a cooler photo than the Stigmata Marauder split?
There is not.
Like, of the two bands, like, that's it.
There is not. To the point where we may have just recreated it with a band in New York this past weekend.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. I mean, that makes perfect sense. Very cool.
It does.
That was a little serendipitous there.
It was. That was good timing there, Bowen. It's almost like I filled you in, but I didn't. Fruit Loops or Lucky Charms?
Lucky Charms.
Lucky fucking Charms all day, dude.
Dude, let's do top 5 cereals.
Easy. Rice Krispie Treats, number one.
Yeah, the treat, but you can't even find them.
Yeah, they're Target. They were Target exclusive for a while, but I think they're just gone again.
Yeah.
Rice Krispie Treats, number one. Waffle Crisp, number two. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, number three. Lucky Charms, number four, maybe.
Respect.
And then I'll give you the Honey Nut Cheerio, number five.
I'm gonna go Cinnamon Toast, number one.
Number one. Okay.
It's come on, you know.
But I get those other two are not available. But they're like those.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Rice Krispie Treats was one of the things I ate as a kid where I was like, okay, this food is my thing. I like this.
Yeah.
I want to be fat any more of this. Waffle Crisp, I've never eaten less than one box at a time.
That's how I am with Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
You can't keep it around.
No fucking way. Family
So
size.
my fattest era, 2017, 2018, was kick-started by Rice Krispie Treats becoming available at Target once again. I bought 10 boxes, brother. I had a half a box every morning and then when I finished those 10, guess what I did?
Bought more.
Bought another 10.
Oh my god.
I did this for 3 months of half a box every morning.
Oh my god.
It was incredible.
Right.
Best time of my life.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, number one. Cinnamon Life,
Oh,
number two.
huge.
I love Life.
I know Don
Specifically.
Vargas is listening right now. Shitting. He's a cereal fanatic.
Oh yeah.
He's shitting his little knickers, his big old pants. Listening to this. Cinnamon Life number two.
Number 3, Lucky Charms. Love Lucky Charms. Number 4, I'm gonna go real basic. Corn Pops.
Interesting. You gotta have them.
I love them.
You gotta have your pops.
I gotta have my Pops.
Okay.
Isn't it funny? There's like almost no bad cereal. And then number 5, as an honorary mention, Raisin Bran Crunch.
Really?
Dude,
You're not alone in that, but that's just not my shit.
I just love it. It's got
I wish
everything
there was a
want.
cereal I could eat without feeling like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It just doesn't exist. And if it does, it's not good.
It's not good, yeah. Yeah.
Sad.
Love-
Lowest and
love
low are one with the underdogs.
Honestly, maybe one with the underdogs.
I think it has.
Maybe it's a little sacrilegious to say, but like lowest is more fast, and I don't necessarily want that. I want.
It's a more like exciting, energetic record. But one for the underdogs is like, I would say it's like a Victim in Pain, one voice type evolution, and it was but it was much faster. You know.
Yeah.
One with the underdogs.
I remember the day it came out. I remember buying the CD from Best Buy, maybe.
Good for them.
Honestly, maybe Hot Topic.
Some of the best hardcore songs that not only like have ever been written, but will ever be written.
Yeah, the title track, first song, unbelievable opener, unbelievable pit park.
Yeah.
The chorus has the fast triplet, like it does it all for me. Yeah. The guest vocals on Spit My Rage.
Yeah.
Brother.
Yeah. There's some lore behind those that I'm not allowed to tell. But
Yeah.
let's see. Most insane local opener behavior you've witnessed?
Huh.
Wildest show drip you've ever seen? Band member or attendee?
Wow.
I'm just going to say Josh Holden, bass player of American Nightmare, is the OG RRL Ralph Lauren fashion guy.
So, we didn't talk to American Nightmare at Furnace Fest. I never got to share this story. Back in the day, band members in AOL Instant Messenger screen names would just get like circulated.
Yeah.
Like, oh, here's this guy from this band. This is his screen name. Okay.
Yeah, I punish Joe Hardcore all the time.
So I got Josh from American Nightmare. I also got Busky, which is hilarious.
Oh, I used to punish Busky all the time.
I was really into The Promise.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, but whatever. I didn't talk to him much, but I talked to Josh. And it was the worst, dude. What do you think I asked about? Out of any... Yes.
You did not.
Yes, I did. I was fucking 13, 14. So I asked about Wes's hand, and Josh said, I don't know, man. He doesn't really talk about it. Like, handled it the most diplomatically. Now, here's the best part. And I probably wouldn't have said this. Well, maybe I would have at Furnace Fest, because it's like I was an embarrassing little kid. Fast forward maybe a year, and my first hardcore show was them playing the Fireside.
All right.
I didn't know how stage diving really worked. I didn't know how hardcore shows worked, but I knew every word to American Nightmare because I was obsessed at the time. So I just kneeled on stage. And anytime Wes came stage right, I would grab that motherfucker and like grab the, like forcefully take the mic. I was terrible.
And you know they talked about you for a week.
But here's the best part, dude. The show ends.
Oh, right. Yes. I have heard this.
The show ends and everyone leaves. And I go, Josh, it's Bo. And you could kind of see him put it all together
And be like,
and go, like, of course this is that kid.
Yeah.
Can you hear Metallica?
Yeah, I fucking hear him.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
Sick fuck.
But yeah, that was embarrassing.
That's brutal.
They had some drip.
They were drip. They were one of them.
Back in the day. Yeah, it's true.
That's not, like Josh was like a vintage clothes like curator, and now it's his job.
I mean, Martine has with like Lion Crew, but that's like
He was always 5 years ahead of the curve.
yeah. But
To this day.
That's just him playing into
That is correct.
Yeah.
Airport store insanity stories flying with gear.
Colin, sometimes I think about things when I'm like on my little walk to get coffee. I'm like, I gotta talk about this tonight. We've never talked about it, and then I forget, and then something triggers it. So this is perfect.
Yeah.
You just flew to and from Newark.
Yeah. Gear made it. Safe and sound.
What did you?
Isn't it funny when who chooses what days my items are oversized or not?
There's nothing, dude. There's no rhyme or reason.
It's just that sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not.
It's their fucking attitude.
You know what's awesome?
What?
JetBlue emails you when your items make it on the plane.
That's nice.
So if they don't make it, there's like a heads up, like, hey, your items didn't make it on.
My question, or my topic, my PSA.
Give it to me.
Everyone's at the baggage claim. And everyone crowds the fucking belt.
Oh, fuck off.
Guys, just stand back 10 feet, and when you see it, go and get it.
It's crazy.
There
needs to be a line.
It's
don't
always
cross this line.
Yeah, it's always one and the same because it immediately before this is when everyone stands up when the plane lands, which also just drives me fucking
Oh man,
insane.
I want to kill. The other day when I flew to New York, I was in an exit row. This is something I don't understand.
Okay.
I love the exit row. I'll pay extra for it every time.
Yep,
I
same,
have
same.
to get it.
Same.
You know, I'm a long-legged, pissed off son of a bitch. You know,
I'm not, and I just like prefer it.
the exit row cabin space is where the flight attendants generally put their stuff.
Okay.
The one compartment where the people sitting there have to put their shit somewhere is where you put your stuff.
Right.
Doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
So I had to go way back to put my shit in there. So I'm fuming, obviously.
Yeah.
And going back when the flight lands to like try to get my stuff.
Oh my God. You're just numero.
Oh, at that
last.
point, I'm like, if you're in front of me, I'm going to kill you. You know? Like there's no reason you need to be standing unless you're doing exactly what I'm doing.
Planes in Asia have an exit at the back and front. Can you imagine?
No.
Like, don't have to wait for shit.
Life would be so much simpler.
There's just flying, probably our most insane thing. The first time Harm's Way went to Europe, and we had called Foundation and Expire at the time because they were like of our level, having toured Europe a bunch. Like, yo, we're bringing all this merch, which that's strike number one. Yeah. Don't fly with merch if you can avoid it. Print it.
There were some things that they just can't print there. I'm sure that's changed. You know?
Of course. And like, obviously I'm saying if avoidable, don't fly with merch. Yeah. But we read on the TSA site that like the biggest bag still has to conform to X, Y, and Z and has to be under a specific weight. So James and I are at his parents' house. We're dividing all of our merch up to be under 40 pounds and then folding bags and using like rope to tie it so that it fits these dimensions that it says on the fucking website.
Wow.
But that also means that our what should have been maybe 2.5, 3 bags of Army bags of merch is now 7. So we get to O'Hare. We're talking to the guy. We're talking to the guy from Lufthansa, and he's like, "Why'd you do it like that?" And we were like, "What do you mean?" Well, the site says he's like, "You should just open these up and put them all in there. You'll save half your money." And we were just like, "Yeah, we could do that." And he's like, "Yeah, go ahead."
It's just the guy. It depends on the fucking guy. There's no real rules. You know how many times we've had to pull up the gate check law?
Yeah.
To a motherfucker working the thing.
Dude, we have gotten out of paying $800 to check all of our shit just because we're like goofy and the lady likes us.
100%. If you have a hint of bad vibes,
oh my God,
you're fucked.
If there's ever a time, dude, 2 things about airports: be nice to everyone, and it literally always pays off.
Yeah.
But also, while being nice, you can be stern.
If you're nice and you know what you're doing,
yes,
you can get a lot done.
Ex-girlfriend and I were taking a trip to Europe. We didn't know about you had to have a recent COVID test to get into Portugal, which we had a layover, blah, 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 blah. So we got to O'Hare and they're like, "Oh, you guys don't have this. Like, you can't. And the next flight for you guys is going to be blah, 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 3 days later. Hotel's already paid for. All the shit's already paid for." So I just very firmly but politely said, "Well, we're not going to do that. So we need to find like another, like anywhere else in the States where we can go get a test and then be there tomorrow." And I was just really persistent. And she was like, "Okay, I'll see." Oh, you know what? There is something at Newark, coincidentally. Like, okay, we'll figure, blah, 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 done. So it's just a matter of being really nice. Just like, "Hey, I'm sorry, but there's all these moving parts that can't happen."
Lana is an executive assistant, like pro level.
Yeah.
And her whole thing has just been realizing that like literally nothing is impossible. Like everybody can push a button and get something done.
Yeah.
You just have to ask the right questions and try. It's crazy.
Boy, guys, that works everywhere. That works at live events. Yep. That works in retail. That works with Amazon.
Send the email, brother. If you're scared to do it, send the email.
Yeah.
Let's see. Best show you've seen on an off day on the road. This is a great question.
Dude, sometimes they're the best.
Let me tell you, brother. Rainfest 2013.
Yeah.
Georging Tongues played. Left right after our set.
The pre-skier? Was it that era?
I don't know if it was the pre-skier. It might have been the year after.
Okay.
Left right after. Drove straight to Oakland. Saw Bolt Thrower and Autopsy.
Oof, I remember the videos.
It was the best thing I've ever seen.
I remember the videos of you guys diving.
And dude, when we were diving, Bolt Thrower was having the best time. You could tell they were like, "Holy shit, this is sick." Like really? It looked like the fucking Turned Inside Out MTV.
Yeah.
And like that was our goal, was like give Bolt Thrower this like crazy kind of hardcore, like old school with a K reaction. Yeah. And then security asked us to stop, and you could see them being visibly bummed. So that was special. Even knowing that they were like, fuck, that was awesome. You know? Was really cool.
I mean, that same year was when all of Harm's Way went and saw Bolt Thrower.
At the Metro, right?
At Reggie's, actually.
Dude, $10 shirts.
$10 shirts.
What the fuck are they doing?
They lost money. They had to have lost money.
Yes.
Lots of money. But I bought 3 shirts.
I bought them all.
You know what I mean?
I bought doubles, triples in the Nova. You know, I bought them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was incredible.
I wish.
What? You can see it? Oh, you wish.
Can't tell the both throwers.
Yeah, no,
stories.
you can't. You can't do that. Let's see. This is interesting. If every hardcore scene in America assembled, this is kind of a dangerous question to ask.
Okay.
I guess essentially, which city would win in a Survivor Series tournament?
Los Angeles. Are you kidding? Like,
it's scary, man. This is a scary question to bring up.
it's not. It's Los Angeles. Yeah. Just sheer numbers alone.
I'm not picking a side here.
Between who and who?
I'm Switzerland here, brother.
Between who and who?
If it's like LA, New York, Boston, where else? Chicago, you know?
No.
Philly, where are the hardest guys?
I mean,
Philly?
Chicago, Philly, yeah. Atlanta for a minute,
For a minute, yeah.
you know. So is this like okay, so is this
I mean, a
like
lot of those scary guys live in LA now, you know?
exactly. But is this like a kayfabe like wrestling thing, or is it like a actual like MMA
I think they mean
cities
like
versus
a war,
cities?
like a war.
Like an actual
Like a West Side Story type scenario, you know?
Wow.
Did you see the thing about the Alex G lice outbreak?
No. It's still LA though. That's still my answer. What's the Alex G thing?
There's a lice outbreak at the Alex G show the other day.
It's disgusting.
And I said that Alex G should team up with the Turnstile Pants Shitter to find the culprit in a Silence of the Lambs type scenario, you know? Like Alex G is Clarice. And the Pants Shitter is Hannibal. And they got to get into his psyche
Yeah, to
to
figure
break
out.
the psyche of the lice guy.
Dr. Lecter.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fucking good. It's still LA. There's just more people.
Okay. I'm Swiss. I'm Switzerland.
You don't need to be.
It's, population wise, it's just like sheer numbers. But
Yeah.
some of those like Atlanta guys are killers. Some of
Wow.
those Boston guys are assassins.
Man, that New York is like,
And then New York is New York.
yeah.
Where is John Hollier in this equation?
I don't know.
I pick where he is.
I don't know.
That's the winning.
Switzerland. Yeah. You're right.
Bruce LePage is listening to this right now, going,
What are you talking about?
"This fucking guy, I'm gonna fucking kill these guys."
It's a good question.
That's pretty much it. Did we
that
get
it?
anything new on the Twitter? I don't think so.
There were a couple late ones, but it's going to be hard to find now.
Agreed. I know somebody specifically was like, "You didn't answer my question. That's fucked up." So let me.
Let's do a little look. A little looky look. Because I got them tagged on mine as well.
Yeah.
Very, very excited about the HardLore meal box.
Can't believe the mailbox. Dude.
Very, very excited. And I hope.
Happy. The HardLore. I don't know if I think I made the mistake of calling it the HardLore Happy Meal on my tweet about it.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm sure McDonald's searches Happy Meal, you know?
Yeah.
Like their social media intern will probably see our box. But are we covered in some kind of parody law? Maybe
Elon,
not because
Elon would say so.
Right.
You know? I think so.
Hope so, huh?
I hope so. We could call it whatever the fuck we want. It doesn't really matter, I guess.
It's the HardLore meal. You know? Makes
Top.
me happy.
Ooh, this is a great question
What do we miss?
and poignant.
Okay. Let's end
What
it
are
with this.
What are your top 3 favorite Thanksgiving food items?
Happy Thanksgiving, HardLore universe.
What a let me shout out who asked that, because this is from Chev, my man Chev.
Good job, Chev. Number
And then top
one.
5 Christmas movies, he says. But we'll save that.
We'll
We gotta
save that. We
gotta
got
save
an
that.
idea.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Now start at the bottom. What are you doing?
Okay. Number 3, sweet potato pie.
Love sweet potato pie.
Number 2, mashed potatoes. I'm gonna get that after every single one, and it's gonna be the same thing when you do yours. Number one,
Yeah.
with a fucking gravy laden bullet, stuffing.
Over no turkey on your top 3?
Turkey is number 4. But think about eating the turkey without those things. Think about it.
I did my whole life because I was a little baby. I didn't like sauce and stuff. Now I'm different now.
Yeah, but you know the gravy is the oil that keeps the engine running for Thanksgiving.
White meat or dark meat?
Oh, I'll do a little of both.
Okay, that's fair.
Did you see Maddie's Thanksgiving leftover thing?
Unbelievable.
Oh my God.
The man's a genius.
I gotta try it. It's ground up turkey stuffing and mashed potatoes in like a sausage patty.
Fried.
With an egg on top.
And gravy.
Gotta try it.
Number 3 for me is stuffing. I love
3
stuffing.
is stuffing.
I love stuffing.
I can't believe it.
Number 2, real cranberry sauce. Not out of a can.
You're real. Wow.
Not out of a can.
Most people are very specific that they like the can one.
I don't mind the can, but when I've had the real stuff with the compote, it's like, oh, okay. Like, this is what it should be.
I wish I liked it, man.
It's 1 sack of the cranberries, 1 cup of water, 1 cup of sugar, reduce. And, like, that's it. It's with a little lemon peel.
Maybe I'll get into it this year.
And then number 1, turkey. White
for me?
meat.
Okay, now here's the real question.
Loaded up.
Here's the real question.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving dessert is out.
Oh. Well, this is the beginning of a season for me.
Yeah.
And that season is pumpkin
It's
season.
pumpkin pie season.
Now, let me ask you.
Ask me, brother.
Warm or cold pumpkin pie?
Cold.
Cold. Okay.
Cold pumpkin pie with the biggest scoop of vanilla ice cream you've ever seen.
You go ice cream. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I like Cool Whip in this one instance. Something about Cool Whip with a pumpkin pie is like perfect.
I think the Cool Whip to you does the same. It serves the same purpose though.
Yeah,
a creamy thing with the pumpkin pie. To me, hot take, a pie is a vessel for ice cream.
Interesting.
Like that's my stance on pie.
My beef is though, if I were to have apple pie a la mode, I would want the apple pie to be hot. I'm not heating up a pumpkin pie.
Absolutely. There's a time and place for there's it's not one size fits all. Every journey is different.
Yeah.
On that note,
What other Thanksgiving desserts are there?
pecan pie.
Oh, that's true.
It's a big one.
Maybe like
My dad is a big chocolate cream pie.
chocolate.
guy.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
I love that. The Oreo crust. Ooh.
I just I love even a shitty like Ralph's baked pumpkin pie. You know what I'm
Incredible.
saying?
Whole Foods, Trader
they're
Joe's.
fucking incredible.
Crazy.
And they just like out of a gun,
Yeah.
and they get baked, but they're so fucking good.
Say no more. I'm dying now. I need. I was kind of not psyched for Thanksgiving because I feel so sick, and now I'm like, damn, it's Thanksgiving. I haven't been to the gym in a week, which is crazy.
You're going to
for me.
Texas, yeah?
Yeah,
You do like the full family thing?
the full Monty.
Yeah. It's just gonna be me and my mom this year. Gonna watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
You're gonna
Hang
watch
out.
Thanksgiving?
No, but I have seen it.
Nice tits, bitch.
Are there any more Thanksgiving
I
movies?
don't think so. Not that I know of.
Besides like Charlie Brown, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. If you know of any, hit us up. And thank you again for 31 episodes now of HardLore.
And thank you all for the birthday wishes last week. I
Yes,
felt
happy
it. I
birthday,
heard
Bowen.
it. And if you didn't wish me one, I want you to stop what you're doing right now. Whisper it.
There almost 10,000 people have listened or watched that last episode so far. And I don't think you got 10,000 happy birthdays.
I don't think so. So I expect my just due right now. But yeah, I love these episodes.
They're the best.
They're the least pressure. But
They're
we
the
got to
easiest
get.
to edit.
We'll have somebody next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No problem. Easy.
Easy.
Easy peasy.
Okay, cool.
All right, y'all. We love you so much. Thank you
Miss
so
you,
much.
kiddo. Miss you so much.
Bye.
Bye.